Hello, everyone. I am joined today by Sandra. She is one of our online members here at Rogue, and she is our member highlight. So, congratulations. Thank you for joining us today, Sandra. We really appreciate it. We're excited to kind of get to know you so that all the viewers can hear about your story and your experience with Parkinson's. So, if we can just start off first by introducing yourself, kind of where you're from, when were you first diagnosed, and how you heard about Rogue.
Well, I live in Canada, in Victoria, which is in British Columbia on the West Coast, and I love it. We retired here. We moved here almost 13 years ago, and it suits us really well. We've always been active. My husband golfs. I used to golf. We we do a lot of walking and biking and just are active.
Yeah. When were you diagnosed with Parkinson's, Sandra?
I was diagnosed in 2008, so I'm into my
Okay.
17th year.
It's a long time.
Yeah, it is, but I have been lucky in that it hasn't progressed too fast. But I've worked really hard at
Yeah.
staying active and trying to stay up on what's happening. I was I was fortunate after I was diagnosed. I didn't want to tell anybody, and then we we went to Phoenix in the winter
Hmm.
after my husband first retired. And when I'd just been diagnosed, how it all started was I had a biking accident. And just after my biking accident, I noticed a tremor in my hand. That
Hmm.
was in 2007. And um, then that's when they diagnosed Parkinson's. But I didn't want people to know and when we went to Phoenix, I went to my fitness class and the instructor asked me how I was after my cycling accident. And I said, "Oh, I'm fine, but I've got Parkinson's now." And she said, "Well, there's a woman in the class that has Parkinson's. Would you like to meet her?" So I said, "Oh, okay." And that changed the direction of Parkinson's for me after I met
Wow.
this woman, because she took me the next week to Tucson to a Parkinson's event. And it turned out
Yeah.
to be a Davis Finney event. And Becky Farley was there.
Wow.
And so this was just a few months into my diagnosis, and I'd already met Becky Farley. And that led me to going to the retreats in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And that's where I met this wonderful instructor, and it was Claire. She was the best. I
She is the best.
And so that's how I found Rogue.
Wow. What a story, for sure. Yeah, you were probably, yeah, in awe and shock of the recent diagnosis that you got and really where do I go now, all the questions and everything that happens. And then you happen to meet somebody who also has Parkinson's and is able to introduce you to some big wigs in the Parkinson's world and you get to meet Claire and now you're here and
Yeah, it was.
wow.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of that. We appreciate it. The next question I have for you is what is one success that you've had in the past few months or the past year?
Well, I haven't had a big successful
That's
year
okay.
this year. I was on cinnamon. I
Okay.
am on cinnamon, and I was on pramipexole
Hmm.
for well, I was put on it the first year I was diagnosed, and I ran into some problems with pramipexole in the last year and I've had to come off it. And it causes, it can cause some things. Well, it was depression really
Hmm.
that it caused for me. And so I'm back on just a small dose. and since I've gone back on it, I'm so much better, and I'm able to get through the days better. But that was a challenge, and
Yeah, definitely.
but I was glad I had Rogue and some Parkinson's friends that could help me through it, and my family.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was a struggle. But I say it's a success now because I'm feeling so much better.
That's great. Yeah. And support is definitely huge through even if you've been diagnosed for 17 years. Yeah. Every part of your journey, it's really important who you have with you, supporting you through every different aspect of Parkinson's. So
Mm-hmm.
glad that, yeah, you've made your friends through online and then, yeah, your family and everything like that. So thank you for sharing that.
It's great having. I like to do the live classes, and so it's nice to see the Lindas and Billy and
Yeah, yeah, your core group, your ladies, always, yeah, you show up for yourself, but you always also show up for each other for sure. And
yeah,
yeah, and that's what we love about Rogue. It's a sense of community, the in person, but also the online environment too.
yeah.
It's great. We always get so excited when we have everything set up for a Zoom class and we hear you guys chatting away in the morning. So it makes us really happy. That kind of shifts us in the next question on what motivates you to exercise, what motivates you to come work out with us.
Well, well, to see the people, see you, and but what motivates me is how I feel after
Yeah,
it. I don't want to get stiff. I never regret that I've gone. It, um, it, it just makes you feel good.
yeah, definitely, for sure. And it probably that feeling right after class kind of goes into the rest of your day too, as well, and sets you up for whatever else you got planned for the day. So,
Well, living on the West Coast, I get to do it early morning.
yes, you have to wake up early, just like
The
me.
day I don't have to wait around like some participants do.
Yeah, definitely. What is one thing that you couldn't do before exercising and now you can?
I couldn't do. Um, well, I couldn't touch my toes. Now I can touch.
Wow, look at that. All
Um,
that flexibility from power
yeah,
moves. I love it.
and even just this year, doing the twist,
Yeah,
getting on my knees, getting my shoulder down. All of a sudden, one day about a month ago, I got my shoulder down. I thought
that's amazing.
yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, you see the results when you definitely put in the work as much as you do and stay consistent every single week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really cool when you can see it. Like we can tell you guys all the time, Sandra, you're doing so great and everything, but when you see it, that's even better for sure. And then hopefully that motivates you to continue to keep going as well.
And the hit class that I did the other day,
Yeah, Sandra did
I,
her first hit class with me this week.
yeah, I was sort of holding back doing the hit. I thought, I don't know if I'll like it or not, but I went and I really liked it. So you'll see me some more in those classes.
So exciting. Yeah, we're ha so happy to have you. Yeah, it's really great to have a lot of variety in your exercise routine too and switch things up, both for the physical, but also for like the cognitive side too, as
Mhm.
well. So we're so happy to have you in HIT now. And then I just have one more question. Any words of wisdom or encouragement that you would give someone with Parkinson's?
Well, um, I would tell people when they're first diagnosed to tell people that they
Mhm.
have Parkinson's because I have learned so much just from telling people I have Parkinson's, and
Yeah.
it gives me an opportunity to tell them about Rogue, how that there are things out there for people with Parkinson's, and not to hide it. I I think that's really important. The
Yeah.
other thing is I I place my exercise as a priority in life. And so my day is planned what around my Parkinson's, really,
Hmm.
because the other thing that I have is when we moved to Victoria, um, I couldn't find any other Parkinson's people. It just there didn't seem to be anything available. And finally, I found online a girl called Jillian Carson, and she was a physio who developed Parkinson's, and she she had to quit her job, and she was looking to get people with Parkinson's to exercise and do things. She got to know Becky, uh, and I found her online, and I would meet with her and about three other people at a fitness club, and we would exercise together.
Wow.
And then that led to us starting little classes around the city. And then we got a donation of $500,000.
Oh my gosh.
And we have, to make a long story short, now we have a Parkinson's center. And we've got some instructors. And we started out, the first classes had 30 in them. And then it went to 50. Now we've had 800 that have come.
Wow.
Now it's not the same as Roe. Well, we have a lot of classes, but I shouldn't say it's not the same. You know, we aim to be like Rogue, but
Yeah.
we're not there. We
You
have
guys are the rogue of Victoria for sure.
yeah, we have a physiotherapist.
That is great. What a cool story, Sandra.
It's
And you were there from the very beginning. You
yeah,
started that
yeah,
because, yeah, you
yeah.
were willing to,
Worked hard too.
yeah, you worked hard. You were like, you know what? I'm diagnosed with Parkinson's. I'm going to kind of talk to other people, try to find a network, a support system out here. And so that's awesome. And now you're helping so many other people as well to navigate their journey with Parkinson's.
I think the other thing is just being with people.
Yeah.
You can get isolated with Parkinson's, and you know, I like the live ones, but I like to go down to our Parkinson Center here,
Hmm.
just just for the socializing even.
Yeah.
It,
What is, if you don't mind me asking what that Parkinson Center is called, that way I can kind of link it at the end of this video as well too, and people can check it out.
it's called, oh gosh, now I've
It's
got
okay. No worries.
Parkinson's Wellness Projects.
Parkinson's Wellness Projects. Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so we can get the word out there.
yeah, it's we have people that are moving to Victoria from isolated places because of Parkinson's and because of the center.
Wow. That's great. You're reaching, yeah, so many people and helping people around the world. So should be very proud of yourself, Sandra, for everything that
Well,
you're doing with your exercise and then helping the community too.
well, it's a disease that we have to be on top of all the time.
Yeah.
And there's so many things, webinars and things that you can access these days. It's wonderful. And you have, you know, Claire brings in such wonderful speakers and and all the education that you get
Yes, there's
through the
always
men.
an abundance of information that we provide for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for joining in today and talking about your story so we can get to know you. And again, congratulations on being our member highlight. We're so happy to have you, Sandra. We're so happy that you're a part of Rogue.
Well, I'm happy you are too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you've got such a wonderful team there.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it.